All right, what's up, ladies and gentlemen? It's Super here, and welcome to another Mortal Kombat 1 video. I know that I didn't upload this on the day of, but this is a video pretty much talking about my opinions now, 1 year later from the release of Mortal Kombat 1. So this game came out September 14th of 2023. I wasn't able to make the video on September 14th this time because I was on a trip. Went to watch Luis Miguel in concert in Las Vegas. I'll probably have a vlog about that at some point here. That's more of like a video that's going to go up on my Super in Vegas channel, which is like the secondary channel that I'm going to be working on in the next 2 months. But I think it was a special event. So because of that, I was not able to record this on the day of. But here I am recording this on, I think we're on the 17th. You guys are going to see this on a Tuesday. Mortal Kombat 1 has been out for an entire year. Pretty much just had its anniversary recently. By the way, leave a like on the video. It's always appreciated. But this game is a lot different than it was a year ago. So before this game came out, people think that no one was excited about Mortal Kombat 1. But that was a complete opposite. Mortal Kombat 1 had all the hype in the world. It had all the hype in the world. Before this game came out, everyone was excited about the release of this game. It was just as, pretty much business as usual for NetherRealm games. They always have a lot of hype around them. They're always very, very popular, especially at the start. Then obviously over time they fall off, especially when it comes to competitive. The casual fan base is usually always there. And the reason I say usually is because Mortal Kombat 1 was that exception. And there's multiple reasons why. They had a poor launch. The connections weren't the best or the servers weren't the best when the game launched. I think one of the biggest sort of negative talking points about Mortal Kombat 1 at the start, and it became a meme and a joke instantly, is that the Nintendo Switch version of Mortal Kombat 1 was an absolute disaster. So right off the bat, they lost that Nintendo Switch audience. I'm sure that there's diehard fans that still play on the Switch version, but the fact that it was such a downgrade and it looks so bad compared to the console version, the PC version, just right off the bat, it became a meme. And ever since then, it's gotten a ton of negative press because obviously, the delay of Quan Chi of a DLC character, there's been multiple bugs in the game. When Homelander came out, there were first of all, he was pretty much busted. He was not the way he was intended to be. His fly kick, diabolical dash, punch was safe on block if he mashed. He had like a corner infinite pretty much if he was still in the air. He had problems where the camera would just completely mess up and glitch. So glitches was a big problem for Mortal Kombat 1. And I think, honestly, I think the biggest thing that really absolutely pissed people off is the microtransactions. I think the microtransactions really showed the fact that Warner Brothers was we're definitely trying to nickel and dime the audience. I think that's where, because this happened very early on as well, that lost the faith of a lot of even hardcore diehard fans. I think the selling of the fatality, like the holiday fatality, the prices at the start of each individual costume, including costumes that you could have gotten for free during, the seasons, and they still have that. They're just a lot less. I think they used to be like $5 per skin. Now they're like $1.50 or $1.50 per skin. If it's like a Combat League skin that you could have gotten in a different season. The premium skins are now, I think, maybe $3.50, or are they actually $5? I think the premier skins used to be $10, if I'm not mistaken. But the microtransaction thing really, really lost faith in a lot of players. Gameplay wise, let's back up a little bit and talk about the hype for the game. So, yeah, when this game came out, it was actually revealed around my birthday. It was revealed around like in the middle of May. Such a cool like birthday surprise because we were getting like little hints and teases up to that point, but before maybe like a month before it was revealed, I think maybe around April is when they started like to say that they're working on a game and they're, gonna announce it, or they were giving teases, right? And that's when the hype began, and it was just insane. The hype for Mortal Kombat 1 was insane. The gameplay reveal was crazy. I think it was my most viewed stream ever. I think at one point I had like, I don't know, maybe 11,000, 10,000, 12,000 people watching the stream and reacting to the gameplay reveal for Mortal Kombat 1. Obviously, I got to go play the game at Gamescom. I think when I uploaded the first video, play Mortal Kombat 1 for the first time, it got like 100K views in like an hour, like 2 hours. Like, the hype for this game was insane. And I think the hype for this game was pretty much at its peak throughout the first like week of the game, 2 weeks of the game. But after those 2 weeks, it just started to decline and decline and decline and decline. And obviously, I mentioned why I think that happened previously. Microtransaction glitches. The online was a lot worse than it was. Their servers. Also, the game felt incomplete when it came out. It felt like it, it did have like half the features that Mortal Kombat 11 had, which came out in 2019. It didn't have as much content. It had only one intro, one outro compared to Mortal Kombat 11, which had 4 intros, 4 outros, a bunch of skins, and it felt like an incomplete game. So after like the first 2 weeks, all that hype that Mortal Kombat 1 had generated before the game came out just was absolutely lost. And it just started to go slowly and slowly. And eventually even the casual fan base really, really turned on the game. And, I'm very lucky that I have you guys that always support the channel no matter what. And continue to watch the videos and actually enjoy Mortal Kombat 1. But just in general, compared to like previous Mortal Kombat releases, like it's crazy how bad the drop-off was. And I made a bunch of videos talking about this. But 1 year later, Mortal Kombat 1 is in a different spot. I feel like it's improving a lot. They cut the microtransactions back a lot because they realized that if they were going to keep going with this, they were just going to lose everyone. And not only did they have the potential to lose everyone for Mortal Kombat 1, but they had the potential to just ruin the good name of Mortal Kombat, which I think Warner Brothers definitely hurt the good name of NetherRealm Studios and Mortal Kombat, because NetherRealm Studios could do no wrong before Mortal Kombat 1. Every release was pretty much amazing, and also the game with the casual audience was alive and well and very popular for like the whole first year. Pretty much is always like peak. And just to give you guys an example, with Mortal Kombat 1, when it came out, by December, keep in mind this game came out in September, by December people were telling me to play Mortal Kombat X and Mortal Kombat 11. That just kind of shows you, a few months after release, how people turn on this game. And, that really hurt my channel, which, obviously that just affects me, right? But I think it affected the audience, like the fans, because we were so hyped for a new Mortal Kombat game after 11, after not having one for about 4 years. And they're like, oh man, I'm disappointed at, how Mortal Kombat 1 turned out. But like I said, going back now to 1 year later, this game is in a different spot. Chaos Reigns is coming out. 6 DLC characters are going to be coming in the future with a ton of gameplay changes. I think they're going to be adding the Warrior Shrine, which no one knows what the hell that is. They're going to be adding, hopefully, things that should have been in the game from the start. Online training while you're waiting for a match. You could fucking be in training mode, stuff like that. Train with your friends, train with a training partner. Hopefully they bring in the rooms. They didn't even have King of the Hill, I think, at the launch of the game, which is insane. But I think Mortal Kombat 1 has a real chance to make a huge comeback with Chaos Reigns, and even moving forward after Chaos Reigns, because I do believe that we're going to get a Combat Pack 2 and like 3 more DLC characters, and then that'll be it for the game. But I do believe we're going to get more DLC characters, at least 3. I think 3 is... It seems like they're taking the same business route and the same like blueprint as Mortal Kombat 11. So I think there'll be 3 more DLC characters after the guests come out. They're probably going to be coming with like more cameo fighters, maybe 3 more cameo fighters. And then who knows when they're going to release their next game. All I know is that they're working on their next game already. But, you know, that's not really saying much in terms of when we should expect it, because even before their new game is released, they're already thinking about the next game. So I'm just wondering what it's going to be. It might be Injustice 3, or they might just continue along after Chaos Reigns and go into a Mortal Kombat 2, you know, Mortal Kombat in quotation marks, like the follow-up to this game, Mortal Kombat X2 would be like my dream come true, right? Just have every mechanic in Mortal Kombat X, variations, everything, and just with new characters and a story mode. You could follow the story mode if you want. Like, I just want Mortal Kombat X2. That would be like a dream come true. But I do think there's going to be 3 more DLC characters. So there's a lot to look forward to, especially with a lot of the changes that they've already shown, where they're going to buff characters, it seems, instead of nerfing a lot of them. So elevate the entire roster instead of bringing down the top tier. They're even buffing cameos, adding new moves and stuff, which is really cool. So I 100% that this could be the redemption of Mortal Kombat 1. I think Warner Brothers has done a way better job of realizing their mistake at the beginning of the game's life cycle. They've been giving free skins, so free skins is always good. They even gave the Mortal Kombat movie 1995 skin for free for Scorpion and also for Smokey. So they've been giving free skins. I think they're trying to win the audience over again. Now, will they win the audience over again? I have no idea. You know, first impression is everything, and for a lot of people, that like connection to this specific game, maybe not to NetherRealm, and they'll definitely give a shot to the next Mortal Kombat, next Injustice, whatever, but to Mortal Kombat 1, it seems like for some people, it's just over for them no matter what. And, you know, you can't please everyone. So we're going to have to see what they do to, you know, bring the faith of those people who just completely lost it at the start. Will it be enough with all these changes through the Chaos Reigns update and moving forward after that? Who knows? I was going to talk about the gameplay, but honestly, gameplay is just personal preference. Like, we've known what the game is going to play like ever since the gameplay trailer got revealed. And there's pretty much like 2 sides of it, right? It's either you hate it or you love it. There's usually no in between with this specific game. You either hate the cameo system or you love the cameo system. Or I guess you either dislike it or like it. You know, it's just, there's usually no in between, because it's definitely a different route than Mortal Kombat 1 to compare to the traditional 1v1 fights that Mortal Kombat is known for. So people who just do not like the cameo system, I think they will never like this game no matter what, unless they were to have a 1v1, you know, special mode or something like that. Like, for example, tag fighting in Mortal Kombat 9, if instead of tag fighting, they bring in like a 1v1 mode where there's no cameo fighters, then I think those people would actually enjoy playing Mortal Kombat 1, because, man, this game has an amazing fucking roster. Amazing roster. By the end of its life cycle, it doesn't matter where the game is at as far as you know, in the like good or bad eyes of people. how popular this game is, this game will probably go down as having the best roster in Mortal Kombat history, because the roster is already amazing and it's just going to keep getting better and better. So the roster is amazing, and I think if they include some sort of 1v1 fighting mode, I think a lot of people would really enjoy that. Maybe not have it be like in ranked or anything, but if you want to search for specifically 1v1 in like player matches, I think that would actually be a really neat addition to Mortal Kombat 1, you know, for those people who just do not like the cameo system. And even though this game is designed around cameo system, you could still definitely go in for 1v1 fights, no problem, because this game is so open-ended when it comes to combos. Like, every character has like really good combos without even needing a cameo fighter. So I think they could pull it off, and I think it could be something a little extra that people who don't like the cameo system could play. And I think it would bring back a lot of players. So I'm not going to, like I said, I wasn't going to go into the gameplay too much, just because, yeah, it's either you like the cameo system or you dislike the cameo system. It's rare to find people in between. So I think that about does it. Mortal Kombat 1, you know, started off as a complete disaster, but that doesn't mean that it can't make a comeback. But will it be enough to bring back the players that it pissed off at the beginning of the life cycle? We're going to have to wait and see. But the next like 3 months, it's going to be very interesting. Actually, the next like 4 months, right, up until the end of the year, the last few months of the year is going to be real interesting. Once Chaos Reigns comes out and you have all these DLC characters, and we get to see what kind of changes they implement to these characters and cameos, and what kind of single player modes and changes they bring to the game. It's going to be really interesting. And I think, you know, honestly, by the end of the year, we'll get a good idea of Mortal Kombat 1 will be redeemed or it won't be redeemed. Because from Chaos Reigns of September 24th to the end of the year, we will definitely get a good idea. Okay, this game has redeemed itself, or this game is like, you know, very, very high on the way to redeeming itself. Or will it be plagued with more bad press, more glitches, more, you know, God forbid, delays for fucking DLC characters. So we will get a really good idea of Mortal Kombat 1's status by the end of the year. And I'll probably make a follow-up sometime in December of what's going on with Mortal Kombat 1. But funny enough, I've already done, you know, plenty of videos talking about Mortal Kombat 1 without even waiting for this specific video, you know, 1 year, for like the 1 year anniversary. So I'm pretty much reiterating the things that I mentioned before, but the only difference now is that there's a lot of hope because, like I said, they're doing a lot of good things. So keep it up, NetherRealm. Keep it up, Warner Brothers. And I think Mortal Kombat 1 will redeem itself. So that's it for me. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know what you guys think of Mortal Kombat 1 year later. That's it for me. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time.